Good morning, and we're going to take a little way through the Dublin Mountains Way, beginning here at Brady's Pub in Shankill. I was with my friend Ayler today, and we began by crossing the motorway, and it didn't take us too long to get into the countryside, as you'll see. So we're just going to have a front forward camera here all the way, and really the point is so you can see all the many different landscapes that get presented to you during this hike. And it's not long before we're out in the open and heading towards Tallaght. So for the first half of this hike we only did 15 kilometres with Allard all the way to Johnny Fox's pub, and I'll take you through the most interesting bits. This is a really nice tower. You can see the stairs go all the way to the top, but they're broken at the bottom, so you can't really get onto it. And here we came to one of our favourite bits of the first part of the hike. Really nice forest area. Not too challenging terrain, but fun. And we didn't realise it at the time, but we were actually at the section here called the Scalp, where the hillside falls away below you. Some really nice views here. It didn't look quite like it looked like on the videos we'd seen on YouTube. And after that we headed down this trail and we're heading towards the main road here, but not for too long. There wasn't too many road sections on this section of the hike. We hit the main road just here, we took a right, we took a left, and then we're onto this lovely boardwalk section. And we got a nice surprise when we went over this wall. Really cool little fairy forest here, which you do see on a lot of hikes around, but always nice. The trail narrowed quite a lot here, but it was a really nice section. Our legs got quite scratched and scraped here, lots of thorns, lots of nettles, really nice colourful flowers along the way. I think we were both fans of this section of the track. And that was really it for the really nice sections. We did have this kind of maybe 4 kilometre walk up to Johnny Fox's pub. Fairly busy road. It wasn't that bad, and it was nice to get to Johnny Fox's, where we finished our hike for the day. We had a beautiful lunch, and I said goodbye to Allard, and day 2 was coming up. So Mark joined me for day 2. This is about a week and a half later. We got a really nice morning for it. We headed off quite early, but we met in Dublin at 9:30. We got the Lewis, and then we got a taxi to Johnny Fox's. So we picked up where we ended last day, but it ended up being a long day. We ended up doing exactly 30 kilometres. Mark's feet weren't in the best after it. But again, loads and loads of different landscapes and different types of trails. This was our least favourite here, kind of wide fire paths, hard enough on the feet, a good bit of climbing. But today also had these amazing views. This is up at Ticknock, and lots of beautiful scenery and lots of lovely mountainsides to see. And from up here on the top, we probably got our best views of Dublin. Laid out down below us. You really can see quite a lot, and it is quite pretty. And it just got nicer and nicer for this next few sections. We got to the top of that hill after climbing up the rocky path, and you get quite a lot of boardwalk here. Really nice views all around you, as you can see. Pretty easy on this bit as well, although you do have to keep your eye on the trail. There's quite a lot of rocks sticking out, and I mean, a few times we looked up to look at the mountains and nearly tripped over something. So a bit of care on this section, but really nice. And this was really beautiful. These lovely young, very green trees. We really enjoyed this bit. And from here I zoomed in on what I think is Sugarloaf, just for its distinctive shape. I could be wrong on that one. And for the next couple of kilometers here, we have maybe both the nicest going and the nicest views. We come up to a really nice rocky viewing point up here. Amazing views all around. And I just focused in here on this sign. That's the signpost that's all along the trail. And one thing I should say is that it's a really well marked trail. Aelred and I maybe took a few wrong turns because we were talking so much we didn't see them, but the signs were there. And for a trail in Ireland, we thought it was really well wayposted the whole way. And from this point it was more boardwalk downhill onto a forest path. And then eventually onto this really cool section where beside us for quite a long way is a really amazing zipline park. Looked like great fun. Lots of people there enjoying themselves. And we came across a lovely area here to have a spot of lunch in. Nice picnic tables, nice stream running past, so we stopped and refueled for 5 minutes or so. And then probably a pretty challenging section where it was just a bit boring. A lot of uphill. Every time we turned a corner there was another uphill, but eventually we started downhill again into this nice lush green area. And this was maybe the last really nice area to hike. We both like these narrow little trails through countryside. And this goes on for a kilometre or so. And we videoed quite a bit of it because we just really enjoyed it. It was lovely to be out on a beautiful Friday morning, trekking through this kind of environment. And even though you're still the bones of 10 kilometers from the end of the trail, it's kind of road and boreen. So still some nice areas to come, but even though it's road like this, I mean, there was no traffic on it. It was quite nice, quite pretty, but it is road. It's not through woods. It's not that beautiful, but it was fine. And at this point, you finally come off road, and for quite a long period here, you follow this waterway. Nice track, nice trail. We're coming into some kind of reservoir park. There's no traffic at all at this section. It's off road, and pretty nice. So at this point, you're pretty conscious that you're almost home. You still have a few kilometres left, and at this point here, you'll see me zooming in. It's the first time you saw housing estates or life in the distance, and pretty soon after that, you're into the city. And now at this point, you still have a few kilometres left, strolling through the city, and you're trying to get to the Tallaght Stadium, which is our end point, which we'll reach very, very shortly. Overall, I really love this hike. I think to do it over 2 days is much more sensible than to do it over one, which some people do. We went from Shankill to Tallaght, and I enjoyed that way. So hope you enjoyed watching the video.